Hello everyone. My name is Nonhlanhla and I am your host today on the Plan of Action show. So today we have Ashandy as our guest. She is one of our value edians and it's been a crazy week. So finally we are doing this. Hello Ashandy, how are you?
Thank you, Nonhlanhla. I'm very good, and how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. So I'm just going to be asking you a couple of questions. This is the plan of action, so to show that, with all the knowledge that you have from Value Aid now and that you're still gaining, what are you doing about it, or what's your plan, to implement all the skills that we get from Value Aid, right? So, my first question to you is, please tell us a bit about yourself. Who is Ashandy? Where you from? What do you do? Yeah, just tell us briefly about yourself.
Yeah. So good morning. I would like to thank you for this opportunity for inviting me, and I feel honored as a Value Aid member to be invited to this one of sessions of Plan Action. So I am Ashandy, as you said. So I'm from a village called the Oaks. It's in Limpopo. So I'm currently a third-year university student with UNISA, and I was also an intern, a data analyst intern with Davia. That is where I was introduced to this Value Aid program.
Okay. So you mentioned that you're from Ox. I'm not sure where that is. You said it's a village, but then like broader. I know there's like broader towns like Bo, the famous one, Botanini, Bo Toyando, Bo Los Richard. Do you fall in any of the ones I've mentioned?
Now it's in between Houseplayed and
Oh.
Louisia, Chichester.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a bit just slightly familiar with Limpopo. I love it so much because it's so green, it's beautiful. So I love such spaces. So sad that I live in the city. Yeah, but anyway, you said that you got to know about Value Aid, through the Devier program. How did you get introduced to Devier? How did you join it? And then what was that whole process like?
Okay, so firstly, I was just here at home doing nothing. So I got invited for internship at Safal Duncan, which is in Palaboro. So as I was doing my internship as an IT technician, then on the last few months of my internship, because it was for 12 months, there was this post about Davia needing interns. So I was like, I don't know data science, but one of my friend was doing that program. She said that if you did IT, if you're in the IT stream, it's like the same thing. It's not hard, but I was like, okay, I'll give it a try and apply. So she gave me the website and I applied, and then I went on to sign the contract and I started doing the program end of March. Yeah. So throughout the program, I learned a lot. I didn't know what data science was. I didn't know how to visualize. I didn't even know there was Microsoft Power BI at the first time. So I learned a lot and I did a lot and even have to go through anxiety because there was this test that we had to write through Microsoft in order to be able to receive the certificate. So it was a whole lot of a journey. Even in those 4 months, it was it was so much to do.
It sounds like you've learned a lot from Demiye Ashandy, and such things really, they shape you as an individual, right? Because they have like a lot of changes in your life. Now you have to adjust to routine. Now you need to understand that, okay, I have some tasks, I have a test to prepare for, and the likes, and that really, tests your character as an individual. You mentioned stuff like anxiety. How did you push through it regardless of that feeling of anxiety? How did you just say, you know what, Ashandy, regardless of how you're feeling, we are pushing through, we are moving forward, we are doing this? How did you get through that?
I started like playing ahead because I knew I got this test in the upcoming, it was 24 May. So, and I also had other assignments because I'm also a full-time student at UNISA. So I had to like to push through, write all the assignments that were due in the next May so that I can have enough time to prepare and study for the data analyst final exam. So yeah, I was able to like say that, Ashandy, you have to like manage your time in order to have more time to study and pass. So I just breathed in and out and started doing my task early, like plan for the future. I planned early so that I can be able to have enough time for the test. So that's what I did.
But that is when we, being honest, that is quite a difficult thing to do, having to plan ahead, having to do tasks ahead. Most of us are just victims of, procrastination. I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, and then everything just piles up. How did you discipline yourself to say, look, I set a goal for myself and I'm going to pursue that goal. I'm going to do my tasks early. I'm going to do what I need to do early. How did you, prepare yourself for that? Because most of us, I think it's going to be very important for everyone out there, because now we struggle a lot when it comes to discipline.
Well, I'm always good with disciplining myself. From high school, I learned that the main thing must remain the main thing. So I knew that if I wanted to pass, I have to sacrifice some of my things, like sacrificing some of my time for my studies. Like I wanted to go out on weekends, but because I had a test, I had to stay at home. I have to do my task so I can have enough time to study. So like you have to sacrifice something, like sacrifice a bit of your time, and also remember that the main thing must remain the main thing. What you want, you can always have fun anytime, but that chance was an only one time chance. I'll never get it again. If I did that program and I failed, I was never gonna do it again. So it was about a matter of do or die. I was supposed to sacrifice my time and then focus and keep on focusing on the main thing, which was getting the certificate. So I kept focused and I sacrificed a bit of my time. And also I was procrastinating, but I just kept out the negative thoughts and focused on the positivity of, if I did this, something good is gonna happen. That's what I did.
No, that's really remarkable. A lot of people struggle with discipline. I don't want you to take that lightly, Ashandi. The fact that you can discipline yourself, especially from high school, that is really remarkable. It just shows the type of individual that you are. So now value add. You've mentioned that you got introduced to value add through the WA program. And so far, how has the journey been?
Well, at first, I'll start with my first session at Value Add. So the first time I attended a Value Add session was at Davia, as I said. So I was like, when I saw Uncle Vic the first time, well, he was a very energetic man, and so everyone was supposed to participate and interact. And I'm an introvert, a very shy person. I don't like really, even if I communicate, you see this person that doesn't feel comfortable communicating, but it's much better than before. So I would say that the first time I saw everyone on the platform of Davia, they were like individuals full of energy and full of life. I was like, is this for me? Because I'm like a shy person. I don't like if you're online on a session, Uncle Vic would just pick someone. I'll be like, please don't pick me, please don't pick me, because I was afraid. I have this stage fright that what if I say something wrong? What if I don't say it the correct way? Like, what if I say something that's out of order? Because English is not our tongue. So, and as I said, it was my first session, but going on attending a lot of sessions, so I've learned a lot in those sessions, the physical sessions, mental wellness, and things about life. So really, it really brought out the inner me who always wanted to shine. Because as you can see, I said I wanted to be a teacher. I am comfortable in my space of teaching, but with other individuals out there, it's different because they're not like the children I interact with every day. But value add really helped me to like be free to interact with a person, whether visually or physically, because it was actually a hard thing for me to do. But now I see like I can do this. I can interact with people freely, even though it's still a journey, and attending these sessions help me every day. And before I couldn't even unmute, but in the last previous sessions past week, I was able to unmute and also communicate in the discussion and participate with the other people, which is awesome. And I felt like I did this and I can do this. It's all because of value add that I am what I am today, that I can like vocally communicate without fear and without doubting myself that I might say the wrong thing or anything that's out of order.
That's very amazing, Ashandy. You know, having you start from not saying anything at all to having participate in our sessions, and we really appreciate having value idioms like yourself, people who are taking themselves or are challenging themselves to get out of their comfort zone. That's really inspiring to see. Now, with the journey, you mentioned a lot, but I just want to dive into what has been your, one of your favorite courses, or what has been that one course that stood out for you since you started at Value Edge?
That's a hard question because I love all the courses. Oh, I don't know. It's a lot to choose from. So the good courses, I love the Monday fitnesses, and I also love the um, mental discussions with that lady. What's her name? Yeah, that lady. You know her name. I don't know
Yeah.
which one to say.
Yes, she's Stacy. So you mentioned
Yeah,
the mental
Stacey.
health. Yes, the mental health and wellness. That is with Sabonga, and then with Stacy is the exploring relationship course. And I know Stacy is amazing. She does a great job. Yeah, she's really
Yes.
amazing. So, okay, lastly, what would you say to a young person who, is going through the journey, or that is about to come across value aid, or maybe just receive the opportunity to be a value aidian, right? What would you say to a young person? How should they use this opportunity of being on the value aid platform?
I'll say to them, if they're given this opportunity, they must just grab it and take things seriously. So they must not be shy like me. They must participate. They must join the courses. They must not waste their time. Like, because now people are get membership, they don't attend the sessions, which is worse. So they must take the time as it is valuable, and it is costly because it costs like 350. If someone is giving you a free membership, you must take it into consideration that these programs are very helpful for people like me, people like them. They'll help them to grow as individuals. They'll help them to learn about things they don't even know, because we learned about menstrual cycles, we learn about different types of anxieties, or how to express yourself, how to we learn a lot of things here. So they're gonna like, if they are given this opportunity, they must grab it by hand and they must like take it seriously, because value add is a platform where individuals grow, and not only grow physically but mentally, and they also grow vocally. So really, I encourage them to just join, because this is a good community, a very wonderful community, because they say it takes a village to raise a community. And nowadays people are hooked to the media, but if they join value add and focus the data, the time, there's something to learn. There's always something to learn. I always say to myself, if I go to a session of value add, there's something that I'm going to learn. There's always something to learn. Even though if you think you have knowledge, but there's always something that value add is going to teach you.
Yes, that's a fact, Ashandy. I know when I got exposed to this opportunity, I grabbed it with both hands, and I've come so far, because for me, it's been a couple of years. I've come so far, and I'm still learning each and every single day. It shows that, learning does not end, it's an ongoing journey. And again, we really appreciate value idioms like yourself, people who are dedicated. There's the graduation coming up, and you're just left with a couple of sessions to be able to qualify, just a few. And I'm looking forward to seeing you. I know you will reach that goal, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the graduation. And thank you so much, Ashandy, for joining us today. Yeah, I think we can say goodbye now.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Bye.